horse that responds softly to leg pressure is a real pleasure to ride, and that's one of the things I like in a good ranch horse. But if you want to see response in a horse, watch these highlights of Jonathan Field and Quincy taken from the main event in Red Deer. And while you watch, listen as Jonathan explains how Quincy is probably the most challenging horse he's ever ridden.
It was so dangerous. He would rear, he'd try to flip over, he would bolt, he'd get into, he'd fall down, he'd just try to all these crazy things. So it was really always, Angie would look at me all the time like, why are you even riding this horse? Like, this is you're going to get killed. But I took it on as a personal challenge. I wanted to, I thought, as a horseman in my lifetime, I want to see if I can get through it with this horse. He, at this point, is still the most challenging horse I've ever met. In two ways. Number one, how quick he can react, but how long he can react. His endurance is unbelievable. He has a quick twitch reflex that I've never seen in a horse. He will, the way his reactions work, they happen so quick, he'll start reacting off his own reactions, and his tail will come around, he'll spook away from his own tail, then the rein will come around, he'll spook away from the rein, then he'll see the stirrup and he'll run from the stirrup. Next thing you know, he's rearing, next thing you know, he's bolting, and, then his tail's chasing him. Like, it's just crazy how much one reaction feeds to the next. And I ultimately I was riding him one day, and I had a mare that I needed to, work off of him. She was a young horse, and I had him in the bridle, and I was sitting on him, and I said, I got to walk into that pen with that mare, and I'm on the wrong horse. Really, I should go get my other horse, Hal. And I said, well, Quincy, let's go do it. And I would have never picked him to do this, to go work that other horse off the back of him, because I just always thought he wasn't ready. This horse just isn't ready for that much pressure to do what I needed to do with this horse in this pen. And I went in there, and that horse, Quincy, he came through like I couldn't believe. I mean, he was like waiting for this purpose, waiting for this job, waiting for a reason why we were doing all of this. And it just changed how I looked at with him. I never did anything for 6 months if I didn't have an identifiable reason. I didn't lope one circle unless I had a reason to go there. If a cow ran a circle, I went in a circle. Or I started using that pole, that gaucho pole, starting to do things with purpose, a place to go. And all of a sudden, he started to get into it. And the change that happened, Hugh, and this was the part that was fantastic, was he started to feel like we were doing this together. It wasn't me doing it to him, and him looking back at me going, why are you doing this to me, you bugger? And all of a sudden we started to come together as a partnership and as a unit, and I have never experienced things on any horse that I've ever had that I have on that horse. He was the greatest challenge, but now I think I look at him like my greatest teacher. Number one, he has more influence in this DVD course than any single horse I've ever had. And he also has not only been my greatest teacher from a point of view of kind of feeling those slight little changes, but also of saying, let's give a reason why do these horses at the level that's appropriate to the horse. Sometimes they're not ready just to go out and chase cows or go cowboying or do something pretty big, but what's the level that's right to this horse? So I spent 6 months, everything I did was just, let's give him a purpose, and we went and did it, and then I can go back and I could train or develop a little bit without him taking it so personally, because I'd say, we're going to do this, Quincy, you need to be a little better, I need to be a little better, now let's go give it a try and see if we are. The things that intrigued me about him was I'd never seen a horse react so quick to something, to have that quick twitch reflex. I'd never seen a horse be able to do it for so long and to do it with so much power. He could be cantering on a straight line, react to a barrel laying on the ground beside the arena, and he would be into a full rear at the canter. I thought, if a horse can go from a canter into a full rear and then be going backwards in a rear and then lunge forward and launch, and all the time he's on his back legs, think of the power. If I could channel this power,
he was above the ground.
Exactly, like he's got this unbelievable power combined with this quick twitch reflex. So I thought, if I could ever get him paying attention as much to me as he is every other thing, I could have something amazing. And I'm starting to feel like we're rounding that bend. And that's what made me have to be so aware of every twitch of my muscle, every twitch of the rein, my leg, my spur, anything that moved, he was aware of. And it just raised the bar for me as a horseman to really look at myself and say, everything with this horse means something, only more so. This horse has physical depth like I've never had on any horse, and also that ability under extreme pressure, under extreme physical challenge to stay with me mentally now.
Jonathan Field and Quincy, thanks for checking out our video page, and I hope you'll come back and check often to see what else we're putting up. And lucky thanks you too.